Nice feeling to see that China have to leave the hotel before us and we could celebrate, so we make some jokes about that. I called with him one time, I said to me, you can be the new Erling Haaland from Hong Kong. I tell him, I said, really coach?
對於今年去評價你嘅
2023年，
起起落落啦，
可以試下。
有人明白我哋喺度。
同英雄兩個字冇關係，
都係改變人生嘅。
8年一遇嘅大變局，
香港係有咁嘅能力喺一個低潮入邊咧，係恢復緊上嚟嘅。
That is a great experience.
Together now! Let the goalkeeper don't see!
I travel a lot in Asia, 2 times in Hong Kong, and I like Asia, and I have the feeling I can improve the football in Asia. I improved the North Korean team a lot. The biggest reason to come to Hong Kong to try to improve Hong Kong football in the right way. Yes, they can do. But they have to change many things first. To be more professional. We have to think more professional. We cannot train 11 in the morning when it's 60 degrees outside. 60 degrees. We have to try to find better training facilities. The organization in the league have to be better. We have a much stronger league. Yeah, we have to get better coaches into the country to improve the player better. But all this is very expensive, and what I think Hong Kong football don't have this money to improve the football too much in the future. I was always a striker. I like to attack, and I like to play aggressive football. I like to score goals. And as a player, I scored a lot of goals of high level in national team or in the Bundesliga and everywhere in Norway. So that is my style to play football. So when I start to be coach, I try to play the same way, to have this early defending, to try to win the ball early, try to creating a lot of chances and scoring goals. I want to say station when I was working is working very good, and I have a lot of success with this style. So player want to play too. They tell me that is our style to play. The player like to play it too. And when you can win some game or qualify to this style of football, they will support it. Difficult questions. I think they have improved 30-40% from the beginning when I was here. I don't want to speak about my decision with the fans, because I am the coach, and okay, so we are 9 million people in Hong Kong, everybody have a other opinion. If one of the 9 million can be the coach, he will do other things than what I am doing. No, I said that is, I learn a lot of languages, English, German, Italian, Spanish, French, Korean. Cantonese is so impossible, difficult for me. I don't understand one word. Difficult to say, but Hong Kong is a beautiful city. Everyone was happy. It was a big surprise. It was a historic thing. After 54 years, we qualified for the ASIA Cup finals. After that, we sit down and plan the future, how we can improve, what we can do. Our first opinion was to play more against bigger opponents, to try to improve, to try to learn. Don't think so much about the results. Now Malaysia are getting new passport player, they're getting more quality in the team. The league in Malaysia is much stronger. The clubs is more professional. So that we have to try to do in Hong Kong too. I'm not frustrated. I have to accept it. I'm coming from Europe. I have used to a much higher level of football and come to Hong Kong. It's different, and I try to help Hong Kong football as good as possible. I try to find a balance between the foreign player with passport and the local players. Until now, I think I have done it good. But when we are coming to very important games, we have to think about the results, and then sometimes I have to choose what I think is the best. But I don't think on age, I think on the quality. If Paulo is end of 30, if Fernando is end of 30, they still are the best player in this position in Hong Kong, I have to select. I like to improve young player. I like to give the young player a chance. Yesterday I sit in the stadium in Mongkok. He has 17 years old player from Eastern. He make a great game, and my heart is hot after seeing him. So I'm only waiting to select him. I really think the games in the Premier League or in the FA Cup or Senior Shield or Sapling Cup is not fixed, I'm sure. If some games in the lower division are fixed, I cannot change it, and I don't hope it, I don't like it. But why did he do it? Why is it possible to do that in Hong Kong? That we have to ask first before we speak about it. I think a little bit still too less time in Hong Kong to understand the thinking about the Hong Kong football fans. But since I'm here, I'm very surprised about the fans. The fans in Hong Kong loves football. They look to Europe, they're looking for other football countries and follow them. But the most important in Hong Kong is the Hong Kong team. I'm a little bit surprised that not more fans are supporting the Hong Kong team in a country who almost have 9 million people. Because I grew up in a small country of Norway, very big country, only with 4 million. But every game in the home stadium we have 25,000. Of other side I can understand because we don't win so many matches. Why we have to go to stadium? They're losing. But the fans, who are football fans, who are Hong Kong fans, they go to stadium to see the team and to support the team in every game, if they lose or win. That is fans for me. And that is what I am used to from everywhere where I'm working in Europe, in Korea too. That is one of my biggest tasks in Hong Kong, to convince them that Hong Kong are not so bad, that we always can surprise someone, always can beat someone. I was a striker. Sometimes I make a lot of goals, and sometimes I have some weeks or months I couldn't score. Mator have some problems to score goals. I try to build him up. Many times he come to me, ask me what I think, what I prefer that he will do, and I try to give him some good things that he can learn and what he can that he can improve as striker. I am a striker. I was a striker who always tried to play against the goal. And when you see a striker today in Hong Kong, they only play with the back to the goal. And we need more strikers who are more hungry to making goal, to creating chances. Stefan von Soder is one of them. He is an aggressive striker, he's an attacking striker. But then we see other strikers in Hong Kong who stay in the front, only take the ball with the back to the goal and don't make goals. So I like more strikers who are more focused on making goals. When he made the important goal against Palestine, I was very happy for him. I spent a lot of time to speak with him too after some problems what he have with the time they do have in Japan. But he said, coach, he always will be with me and do his best for Hong Kong. And if I select him, he will give everything for Hong Kong. And he has a good potential. He have the big sides. His physique is growing. His confidence is growing. Prove a lot in the Hong Kong Premier League. In a really normal team, he don't play in Kitche or Lehman. There he nothing have to do in the game, so he play in a lower quality team, and then he have a lot to do, and that is very important. I'm very happy that we have him. He will be one of the goalkeepers who will play for Hong Kong in the next 10 years. I asked them what we have to do to beat Iran. In the first 10 minutes, no one said nothing. Because they never believe we can beat Iran. They have strong winger, they play quick, they are very good in the front, all like that. Then I asked them again, what we have to do to beat them. One in the back said, we have to fight more, play more in the front, not only defending. I said, yes, that is the way. If you stay in the back against Iran, you will lose again 10-0. I write it down and I tell them again and again and again, every day in the training, every day in the meetings, what they say, what we have to do to beat Iran. And at the end, you know the rest of the Iran games. I want to go to the coach, to Iran, to say thank you for the game, but he didn't like to give me the hand because he was disappointed. Then I turn around and I go to the changing room. I sit there alone 10 minutes, drink something and think about the game. And later I heard what all the players, all the staff was celebrating outside. They do it, and then the player done it, the team done it, and the people who working hard around the team, like the masseurs, like the doctor, like the kidmans, all these people are working very hard to help the Hong Kong team. I said, go out and celebrate with the team and see there all the Chinese celebrate you. The press was there, and it was a very great time for them, especially with the young player in Hong Kong. That everybody said we don't have young good player in Hong Kong. I have to mention it again, we are only Hong Kong. We can make some surprises, but we cannot beat all the best team in the world or all the best team in Asia. That is really not possible. We don't have to be upset. No one think we can go to the semi-final with these teams. I have to tell you a short story. When we was in China, we live in a hotel, and all the teams live in the same hotel. In the beginning, it was very crowded. All teams was there. Then we start to play, and then we go to the knockout stage, and then we beat Palestine, and then we beat Iran. More space in the eating room, because now it's only coming Japan, Korea, and Hong Kong. China was not more there. Saudi was not more there. All the big teams were not more there, but Hong Kong was still there. So this was a good feeling to go to have a dinner, to go to have a lunch, and we only see again South Korea, Japan. A nice feeling to see that China have to leave the hotel before us, and we could celebrate. So we make some jokes about that. You know, there's a Hong Kong player who play in the China team, and he will live on the hotel too. Many of the players know him and make some jokes with him. North Korea was there too. And I see the player what I have trained before, but they lose too, and they have to leave before us too. So everything like that was a little bit. We were a little bit proud of that. Long, hard history to convince him to take Hong Kong passport. And I don't remember when I called with him one time, I said to me, you can be the new Erling Haaland from Hong Kong. I tell him, I said, really coach? If you will improve and make good things in Hong Kong, you will be exactly so popular in Hong Kong like Erling Haaland in England, I said. In this time, I didn't know how good he was, how bad he was. I only heard from his club, he's a big talent in Germany. He can be a star in Hong Kong. Yeah. So out of this, I create stories to convince him to take the Hong Kong passport and to help Hong Kong in the future. We have to understand he's still young. He's just 19. He's living in Germany. He's alone in Germany since 5 years. It's not easy for him too. And we have to give him some time. If he not play so good matches, yeah, like in Bhutan, he was not so strong, and they don't have to criticize a player like that, because for him, we need him in the future, and he can be a very important player when he can be 23, 24, 25, 26, when he growing up, when he finish his developing, and when he start to play in big clubs in Germany. We are contacting, they still don't want to take Hong Kong passport. We have still three, four players who can get Hong Kong passport if they want, but until now they say, coach, wait a little bit too early. Maybe we can play for Germany or Switzerland or Holland. Because I said to them, the football career is short. In 10 years, you are already old. And if you want to play for Hong Kong and to be a star in Hong Kong, you have to do it now. Because more and more you're waiting, maybe your improvement is all going down and you cannot get a chance more. I tell them that, but until now, some are still want to wait to take the decision. I try to go my way. I try to be honest to Hong Kong football. I try to be honest to my player. I try to be honest to my team. I try to help them as good as possible. I try to give my knowledge, I give my experience in the team. I have a big experience as coach. Until now we have get some small success. We cannot see it so much on the results because we don't have so many victories, but we have some draws against good teams, and that is not bad. And we know when we play against a strong team, it's difficult for Hong Kong to win. But out of all, with a new passport player, with a new style, I think we have improved, and I hope we can still improve and make some good results for the future. I want to go to Qatar, to a big tournament. We know, and you know, we are the baddest team who will go there. Yeah, we are the lowest ranked team who will go there. So for us, it will be very difficult. But to play a tournament like that is a great experience for everybody, for the player, for the Hong Kong football, for the fans. Only to be in Qatar, to be in a city who play a tournament like that is a very great thing for Hong Kong. There to try to do our best. We know we have, what I said before, Iran and UAE in the group. It's almost impossible to beat them. Point is to try to make a good results against Palestine and maybe number 3 in the group, and then take the step to the next round.